This recording is for Chapter 9.1, PreCalc 2 on ellipses. I'm going to break this into two segments. We're going to do this first video will be the standard formula and something that's already in that format with a major axis along the in the x direction, and we'll do another one with the difference of squares. So if you want help with the difference of or completing the square, in the y direction, that will be a separate video. So this is the standard format for our ellipse. We have x minus h squared divided by a squared and y minus k squared divided by b squared equals 1. So this is kind of like when we're working with the ellipses, we want to get it into this standard format so we can analyze what's going on. It helps us to draw and move forward. So always, 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 our center is at hk. So x minus h becomes our x coordinate of our center. We have y minus k. K becomes the y coordinate of our center. Our major vertices, whenever the standard format, A is always greater than B. So you might see them where A is under y and B is under x. A is always the larger one, and in this case, A is under x. And I'm putting these formulas up here. These formulas are also in your book, table 9.1 at page 960, and they have them there for both cases. But here, A is under our x coordinate, so we're going to move to our major vertices. We're going to move A in our x direction. So we're going to start from our center, which is h. We're going to go plus A, and k stays the same, and h minus A, and our y coordinate k stays the same. Likewise, our minor vertex, we're going to move B in our y direction. So B is under our y. We're going to move B in our y direction. So this becomes h and k plus b, h k minus b. The other thing that we want to look for is our foci. So we have to find c. C squared is a squared minus b squared. So c is going to be the square root of a squared minus b squared. So it's the difference of our denominators, the square root of the difference of our denominators. And again, we're going to move along the axis that goes through the major vertex or vertices. So h plus ck, h minus ck. Okay? And we can take a look at this example over here. So we have, this is already in our standard format, our h. Hold on a minute, let me get this annotation to go up. Our h is going to be 2, x minus 2, y minus 1. So our center will be at 2, 1. So that's just basically from our basic formula here. And we see what h and k is. So let's go ahead and plot that. Like I said, I do this graphically. I'm very graphical. I know not everybody is. So if you like formulas, they're there for you. But I'm going to walk through this the way I walk through it. So we have 2, 1. Under our x, we have 9. 9 is 3 squared. So that means we're going to move 3 in our x direction from our center. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 out here. And we're going to go 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3 to the left is here. Okay. We have 4 under our y coordinate. 4 is 2 squared. Right? So we're going to go 2 up and 2 down from our center. 1, 2 up, 1, 2 down. So these are our vertices of our ellipse. And we can go ahead and try and draw as smooth as possible, nice looking ellipse through those points. And we can label these points. This is 5, 1, negative 1, 1. This is 2, negative 1. This is 2, 3. And you can see we added b, which was 2, to our k. So our center was 2, 1. So we added 2 up to 3, 2 down to negative 1. We added 3 to our k, our h, to get 5, 1, and subtracted 3 to get negative 1, 1. Okay, so to find our foci, we have to first find C. So C is going to be equal to the square root. Now this is a squared minus b squared. So we have 9 minus 4. So this is equal to the square root of 5. So again, we're going to move from our center along our major axis. We're going to go square root of 5 at some place about here. And negative square root of 5 is between 2 and 3, right? So, so those are going to be our foci. And I drew those lines just for illustrating here. You don't have to draw them, but I think it's hard to see what I'm doing. So our foci, we're moving in our x direction. So this is 2 plus square root of 5, comma 1. And we have 2 minus square root of 5, 1. So those are the points. You can plug that into your calculator and get approximate numbers, but usually we report it in this format. Okay, so there will be a second video in regards to completing the square, and with an example that its major vertices is in the y direction.